Hello again, it's John from over60smenshealth.com, and thanks for tuning into this video. Today's video, I'm going to teach you the basics of Qigong. And Qigong is a fabulous way to enhance your energy through your Qi energy. It helps you heal. It gives you more strength because your strength isn't governed by your muscles. It's governed by your Qi, your energy, your prana. So you don't need as many muscles, which sort of building muscles is, pardon me, not what we really want after 60. We want to, be pretty chilled and have a nice time and just be flexible and have a bit of muscle tone, and this helps our bones, but so does Qigong. It helps stronger bones and generally a stronger physiology, and you feel fabulous. I tell you, you just feel fabulous. So the one I'm going to show you is Spring Forest Qi Gong. I'm not an accredited teacher, so it would be unfair of me to show you the whole sequence, which I know and I found online many years ago, and I've been practicing for years. But I'm going to show you the two of the three of the basic starter, which will start you off, starters, and then you can research or do the course with Chun Yi Lin, or come to one of our retreats where I go through the whole thing. Now, traditionally, Qigong was about strength and posture. So you got into a sort of half horse riding stance, and you got in certain postures like this, and you were stayed as strong as possible held it for a long time, and your sensei would come and try and push you over, and you just kind of wobble your way into finding your strongest posture. So with Spring Forest Qigong, it's an amalgamation of Tai Chi and Qigong, where you're doing some movements as well, which is very good to learn to move your Qi around your body, and this helps you heal injuries. So let me show you the setup posture. So you are with your feet dead straight, and I mean straight, your toes pointing forward, shoulder width apart, which is the inside of your shoulders, not the outside. So it's not a very too wide a stance, but it's wide enough. You drop your knees, you take the energy out of your knees, and you sink down a little bit. If you want to lose weight, you can sink down even more, but it's obviously more strain on your thighs, and it's harder to keep the whole sequence going through the whole duration. You take the arch out of your back by just rocking your hips forward ever so slightly, because you just want a straight back. So you're working on that. You imagine there's a rolled up newspaper under your arm, so you have a little space in your arm. I'm going to step back a bit now. Your fingers are separated, and so you're letting your Qi manifest, which it does in your hands. You keep your hands as soft as possible. You want softness in your hands. And then you put the tongue on your roof of your mouth, tuck your chin in, have a little smile, and imagine your head's being pulled up from the crown by a string. And so you elongate your neck a bit. And then you start your breathing. In, the diaphragm is pulled in slightly when you breathe in and released when you breathe out. This is called reverse breathing or cultural breathing, and it's a much better way to enhance your Qi. Okay, so start your breathing, and then inside to yourself, or as a thought, say, I'm in the universe. The universe is in me, which is true. The universe and I work together. And you just get used to this setup posture. That's what you're trying to do. You're just getting your body Qi'd up, basically starting to get the Qi moving. You're stirring the pot. The pot is here just under your navel and your tan. Okay, so you do that for a few minutes. The next posture is keeping your feet exactly the same. I'm going to step forward a bit just so you can see me and I can see you. Right hand to the throat. Left hand is just below the diaphragm. And now everything else is the same. Tongue on the roof of the mouth, breathing is the same. You now imagine there's a column of energy from your crown to your base. Continue your breathing, and that column of energy you now charge up as you breathe in and you start moving the Qi. You imagine any shape, any color, any size, it's just yours. And you do that for a couple of minutes. And then after a couple of minutes of that, the next thing you do is you're exchanging yin and yang, exchanging yin and yang. And then you take the top hand and that goes to the outside. And the bottom hand, my hands look massive on this phone. They're not really that big. Looks ridiculous. Now, there's no energy in my hands at all. All the movement is directed from the elbows. The breathing is the same, but this time now you imagine that there's energy going up and down your column of energy that you've already established. So up and down, slowly, slowly. And I have my color schemes and I have the way I visualize the energy, and you do the one that works best for you. I got builders outside if you can hear any building sounds. And now the other thing you can, the exercises after that deal more in healing and all the rest of the energy transfer stuff. And you can learn all that on a retreat, or you can look at Chun Yi Lin's Spring Forest Qi Gong site and become a member and get all the information from there. But that is a real enough to get your qi moving, and that's all you really want to be doing at this stage. You get more interested and want to go into qi healing, then you can follow the courses I just recommended. But there's another Taoist meditation, a standing meditation, which will also do a similar thing. This time, though, you point your toes in a bit and take your knees out a bit, so you're forming circles. So the feet are like this, so they form a circle, and the knees are around, so they form a circle. And then with your hands, I'm going to go back a bit, like you're holding a massive beach ball, you form another circle. And again, tuck your chin in, tongue on the roof of the mouth, crown suspended from above. And with your breathing, you just imagine that there's the mist from a waterfall just gently touching you. It's gone all dark. I've gone all dark. It's nighttime. No, you just can't get the material anymore. And so that's the idea of that. Is you then feel incredibly rooted to the ground. You imagine you're a tree with your roots extending down, or a mountain that goes further down under the earth. And you're breathing and meditating. Your eyes are closed for this one, and you're just feeling the strength, and you're softening the whole front of your body. The idea of the mist from the waterfall is to soften your entire front and just let your qi manifest and walk through you. And that imagination can help keep your mind from wandering. Whenever your mind wanders into thoughts, which it's going to, just indicate a preference to come back to that imagining, sensing, or feeling the gentle spray of the waterfall against your front. Took a while to get that last word out. It's a wonderful feeling, folks. Honest man, I can't tell you how good this all feels. You're going to walk away after it takes a little while, not long, a couple of weeks, week, maybe 2 weeks. You're going to walk away from these things and just feel like, it's hard to describe. It's such a sense of well-being. It's amazing. So thank you very much for watching, listening, and being there with me. If you like, please do like and subscribe for more, and share if you like with other mates that might want to live longer, because that's what Over 60s Men's Health all about, is to help men live longer. So be strong, live long, and thanks again.